Chapter 17. Ben and Logan kept running, their heavy breaths echoing through the dark hallway. They had no idea where they were going, only that they needed to get as far away as possible from the rabbit and bear mascots chasing them. But when they reached a large room with doors on every side, they skidded to a stop, frozen in horror at the sight before them. In the center of the room stood a chicken mascot, wearing a feathered mask drenched in blood. In one hand, it held a massive butcher's knife, its blade gleaming even through the thick coating of blood. But it was what the other hand held that made Ben and Logan go completely still. Raymond's severed head, his face frozen in an expression of indescribable agony. "What the fuck?" Ben whispered, his voice hoarse with fear. He couldn't tear his eyes away from Raymond's decapitated head, now a grotesque trophy in the chicken mascot's grip. "Raymond!" Logan shouted, his eyes widening in shock. His legs felt weak, his knees nearly giving out beneath him. No. He wasn't supposed to die like this," Ben muttered, his mind refusing to process what he was seeing. The chicken mascot took a slow step forward, swinging Raymond's head like a prize on display. "He put up a good fight," it said in a distorted, broken voice like an old recording. "But in the end, he bored me." The mascot tilted its head slightly. "Maybe you two would like to join him?" Fuck. You bastard." Ben growled, his body trembling with rage as he prepared to charge at the mascot. "Don't stop me, I'll kill this son of a bitch," he spat, his fists clenched. "Wait, you can't just rush in." Logan grabbed his arm, trying to hold him back. But before they could react, another door creaked open with a sharp, eerie sound. Stepping through was an even more terrifying figure, a lion mascot. Just like before, it carried a massive flamethrower, the nozzle hissing with a faint, menacing whisper. Logan's blood ran cold. "It's him," Logan muttered under his breath. "He's the one who burned Sasha." The lion mascot turned its gaze toward them, the small flame at the tip of its weapon casting long, flickering shadows across the room. "Oh, you're still alive," it said mockingly. "Good. More fuel for the fire." Ben instinctively took a step back, pulling Logan with him. "We can't fight this. We need to get the hell out of here. Now." But before they could make a move, the heavy sound of approaching footsteps echoed from the other doors. The rabbit and bear mascots had caught up, blocking every possible escape route. "Shit. We're trapped," Ben muttered. Well, looks like the gang's all here," the rabbit mascot chuckled, its laugh twisted and cruel. This prey is ours," the bear mascot growled, clearly unwilling to share. "Not happening," the lion countered, its voice filled with amusement. "Whoever's fastest gets them first." "Fine by me," the rabbit replied, cracking its neck. "Yeah, let's see who wins," the bear agreed, repeating the lion's words like a sick game. The lion mascot slowly raised its flamethrower, aiming it directly at Ben's chest. "I could make this quick," it mused, tilting its head. "But where's the fun in that?" The bear mascot let out a deep, guttural laugh. No. I like hearing them scream." Ben and Logan stood frozen, surrounded by death at every turn. The mascots moved in, shrinking their space little by little. Ben's mind raced, searching desperately for a way out, but nothing came to him. He felt like a rat in a trap, doomed to die. "God damn it," Ben cursed under his breath. Fighting one was hard enough, but now there's fucking 4 of them? The lion mascot squeezed the trigger slightly, sending a small burst of flame out of the nozzle. "Run, little humans. Make this interesting for us." And just like that, they were given an opening. No, they were being toyed with. The mascots wanted them to run so they could chase. It was infuriating, humiliating, but they had no other choice. So they ran. The hallways were dark and twisting, every path looking the same. Panic clouded their judgment, making it even harder to navigate. They ran without direction, without thinking about anything other than escaping. The burning in their lungs and the pain in their bodies were ignored. Nothing mattered but survival. Neither of them spoke, but they both knew the truth. They were being hunted for sport. The mascots were letting them go on purpose just to enjoy the chase. It was sick. It was infuriating. But there was no other option. And somehow, after all their desperate running, they ended up back where Allison was. You've gotta be kidding me, Ben muttered, breathless with disbelief. We fucking ran in a circle? Doesn't matter, Logan said, rushing toward Allison, who was still tied to the chair. We need to get her out of here first. Allison, he called out. Did you take care of them? Allison asked, still struggling against her restraints. Logan shook his head grimly. No, it's worse. There are more of them now. Shit. We need to get ready. They're coming, Ben warned. Logan abandoned the idea of untying Allison for now and quickly scanned the room for anything that could be used as a weapon. Seconds later, the mascots began to enter, one by one, their steps slow and deliberate, hunters savoring the moment. The rabbit and bear joined in, their presence making the situation even more dire. The lion mascot fully ignited its flamethrower, a massive wave of fire roaring to life and illuminating the tight space. Time to burn, it declared with a sadistic glee. The chicken mascot stepped forward, lifting Raymond's head like a prized trophy. You can join him, or we can have a little more fun. Raymond, no. Allison screamed, her eyes wide with horror at the sight of her friend's severed head still clutched in the chicken mascot's hand.